Welcome back to Psyche Exposed. Let me ask you something. Has someone ever looked you straight in the eye, smiled, and lied to your face, and you believed every single word, only to find out later that none of it was true? That feeling, that moment when you realize you were completely fooled, is one of the worst feelings a human being can experience. And today, I'm going to make sure it never happens to you again. Here's the thing most people get wrong about liars. They think a liar will look nervous, look away, get shaky, but the people who have lied to you the most, they probably looked you straight in the eye and never flinched, because the best liars aren't nervous, they're practiced, and that's exactly what makes them dangerous. The first thing to watch for is when someone explains too much. Think about it. When you're telling the truth, you just say what happened. You don't feel the need to justify every detail. But when someone is lying, they can't stop talking. They fill every gap with extra information you never asked for. That's not confidence. That's panic dressed up as detail. The second thing is the pause before the answer. Not a long pause, just a split second. But it's there, because an honest person already knows the answer. It's the truth. It's stored right there. A liar needs a moment to build something, to decide which version of events sounds most believable. That tiny hesitation, that's the gap between the truth and the story. The third thing is when their body says something completely different to their words. They say they're fine, but their jaw is tight. They say yes, but their head moves in a no. They smile, but it's only on their mouth, never in their eyes. The body doesn't rehearse. The body just reacts. And if you learn to watch it, it will never lie to you. The fourth thing is when they repeat your question back to you. You ask something simple, and instead of answering, they say the question back to you. Where was I? Why would I do that? That's not confusion. That's a brain buying itself a few extra seconds. Honest people don't need extra seconds. They already know what happened. The fifth thing, and this one is important, is when they get angry instead of hurt. If you accuse an innocent person of something, they get upset. They feel wronged. But a liar gets aggressive. They turn it around on you, make you feel guilty for even asking. That anger is a wall, built specifically to stop you from looking any closer. The sixth thing is too much eye contact. Everyone knows liars look away, so the smart ones stare. They hold eye contact just a little too long, a little too steady. Real conversation has natural breaks. When someone is locked onto you without blinking, they're not being sincere. They're performing. And the seventh thing is a story that never changes. Real memories are messy. Real people forget small things. Mix up details, remember things slightly differently each time, but a liar has rehearsed. And a rehearsed story is always exactly the same, because it was never a memory in the first place. It was a script, so the next time something feels off, trust that feeling. Watch the details, because the truth always finds a way to leak out. You just have to know where to look. Subscribe to Psyche Exposed. We're just getting started.